So, Miss Cathers, is it?
Yes, Miss Cathers.
Would you mind telling me about your experiences with this civil rights movement and what do you think about it?
I don't mind at all. Actually, my inspiration was one of my dear friends, Viola Luzio. She was the sweetest girl you'd ever meet in your entire life. Of course, I mean, it comes with your southern upbringing, but there's just something special about her. She was the sweetest thing you'd ever meet in your entire life. I actually met her in Michigan, believe it or not. We're both originally from Tennessee, and both our husbands ended up being Teamsters. We met at a company picnic, and it was just years of children on play dates, you know, all of the kids coming over to my place, or my kids going over to her place, and it was a very, very nice friendship that we had.
So what is it about this Viola? Like, what about her inspired you so much?
Well, like many of us, she married very young. She stopped schooling, and then she decided that she would go back to university. And when she went back to university, she started going to the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And there was one Sunday I remember. She called me and she says to me, I need me a favor done. And of course, you know, she's my friend and I would help her, obviously. And she said that I would need to take her kids for a couple days. She was going to go travel to Selma after Bloody Sunday to march with the people. You know, of course, I didn't think it was a good idea at the time, just because she does have 5 children and a husband that she needs to look after, but I could hear it in her voice, and she really needed to do this, and of course I'm a friend, so I took the kids, and she completed the whole march from Selma to Montgomery, and I was stunned. I really expected her to come home second day of the march, but she stuck it out. At the end of the march, she agreed to drive some of the colored people back to their homes. It was on Route 80, I think, that there was a car full of Klansmen that they came up right behind her and they tried to run her off the road. At least that's what the witnesses say. And when they couldn't, because she was a feisty driver, you'd be scared when you were in the car with her. I was scared. I wouldn't let my children in the car with her. They came up right beside her and they shot her twice in the head. You know, my friend died fighting for what she believed in, even though at the time it wasn't something that we would do. She left 5 kids behind, and at her funeral, Martin Luther King Jr. came and he spoke to us about it, and I believed why she did it. You know, there was no violence, there was no anger on his part. Of course there was sadness, right? I mean, a mother of 5 and a respectable white woman dying for something like this, that wasn't the entire point. But you know, she believed it because there was no violence on their part, which meant that obviously she could join the civil rights movement without having fear of not being there for her children ever, and it didn't work out. So I joined to make sure that it would work out, because that was not okay. It was not fun. So I took my best friend's place. Her children were living with me, and I also joined the civil rights movement in memory of Owl.
They would drop bombs on African villages that would blow that village apart and everything in it. Man, woman, child, and baby. No outcry, no sympathy, no support, no concern, because the press didn't project it in such a way that it would be designed to get your sympathy. with skillful manipulating of the press, they're able to make the victim look like the criminal and the criminal look like the victim.
There's something strangely inconsistent about a nation and a press that will praise you when you say be nonviolent toward Jim Clark, but will curse and damn you when you say be nonviolent toward little brown Vietnamese children.
Yet the United States government went and got Chomby in Spain and put him as the head of the Congolese government. Imagine this. This is criminal. Here's a man who's a murderer. So the United States takes him, puts him over the Congo, and supports his government with your tax dollars. And he turns, his first move is to bring in South Africans who hate everything in sight. He hires those South Africans to come and kill his own Congolese people. And the United States again pays their salary.
And who are we supporting in Vietnam today? It's a man by the name of General Key, who fought with the French against his own people, and who said on one occasion that the greatest hero of his life is Hitler. This is who we are supporting in Vietnam today. Oh, our government and the press generally won't tell us these things, but God told me to tell you this morning. The truth must be told.